You see, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you see, sometimes, every once in a while, we are presented with a certain opportunity, and the opportunity that I'm talking about when it comes to you, it's going to arise on the 13th of January 2021. But there is a but. I want you to understand that this opportunity is not going to be the right opportunity for you, most certainly, because there is something really special going to happen to you right after that moment in time. So my babies, my gorgeous Scorpionis, do not settle down for anything that you don't think is the right thing for you. Do not settle down for anything that, even if there is a tiny little doubt, like, oh, I'm not too sure, that's your sign, baby, and it means no, baby, no. What I'm trying to say here, that the 13th of January, it's going to bring you an opportunity that it's going to seem like really amazing, it's going to seem like really powerful, it's going to seem like so significant, but it is not a right opportunity for you. Your subconscious mind is going to guiding you, your subconscious mind is going to try to let you know, because you will know that there is something not quite right about it, but because it happens once in a while, you know, these feelings, these emotions, this energy takes over, and then sometimes we don't pay attention to things that we should be paying attention to, because our balance is kind of taken, our balance is kind of sucked out, so we are just kind of paying attention towards the actual opportunity, and it's different, it's powerful, it's highly vibrational, purely because it's just to do with an element in your life that didn't kind of move on in a long time, an element in your life that didn't change in a long time. So that's why this vibration is going to be quite tricky. So what I want you to understand, that if there is a little bit of a doubt at the back of your mind, just don't go for it, because there is a really big and powerful moment going to happen to you, for you, right in between the 13th of January 2021 and at the end of that month. But the 13th of January is going to bring you the moment which is just going to kind of like going to present you something that it's not your past, that it's not something that you should do, but then later on, even if you would go down this route, down this path, you would realize that it wouldn't last for too long, so it wouldn't be something that what you initially thought. So that's why I'm saying that this is a part of your challenge that you are going to have. On another hand, the 13th of January 2021, it's going to bring you really beautiful time, because I want to say that the 13th of January, it's also going to be the moment of the beginning of the actual transformation that you are going to have. And this is one challenge that you will have. This is one challenge that you will need to understand, you see, how to go around, you know. And but on another hand, it's all about the actual determination that you are going to start feeling from the 13th of January that you didn't feel in a long time. And that particular feeling, that emotion, that energy, it's going to be primarily responsible for you in acting in such a remarkable way where you're going to surprise yourself. But this is coming from this strength and courage and power that you are going to have through your own determination. This is also going to be the time when you're going to be highly psychic, and your third psychic eye is going to be like wide open, so your intuition is going to be all around the place in the best possible way. So any type of signs or any type of indication or any type of like things like that you could have feelings and emotion, it's most certainly something to pay attention to it, because there are a lot of signs that are also going to be revealed to you at the same time. Somebody who is like a very important figure in your life from the 13th of January until the end of that month, the particular figure that is quite important in your life when it comes to your spiritual leader, when it comes to like your guru and things like that, people that you look up to, whether these are people like in your in your life, like physically next to you, whether these are people that you read about, whether these are people that you are watching or whatever, however you connect to these people, it doesn't really matter. Whichever psychic channel you use to connect to these people, you know, it doesn't really matter. But what I want to say is that, you know, you will have such a big and such a powerful moment, and your answer is going to be the big question is going to be answered to you. The big question that was very annoying, that was bringing you lots of problems, and it was bringing you lots of negativity because it brought you so much uncertainty over the last 7 or 8 months. You need to pay attention, because through your guru, psychic leader or spiritual leader, you know, you will have a moment when you're going to be thinking about, and there is such a huge, massive, enormous answer going to come to you. And the answer that is going to come to you, it's going to seem so incredible. And it's going to also make you wonder, oh, why didn't I do this earlier? Why didn't I notice this earlier? Why didn't I act in this earlier, in this way earlier? It doesn't matter, baby, because it's happening all when it's meant to happen. So it really doesn't matter. What is really important is that this is time of unfoldment. This is the time of your increased energy. This is the time of your increased power. This is the time when you're going to step into the unknown, because now suddenly after the 13th of January until the end of that month, you're really going to be in a mood like you're going to find yourself being very ambitious. You're going to find yourself having lots of energy. You're going to find yourself feeling really great. You're going to find yourself feeling very adventurous, and you're going to find yourself feeling very explorative as well. And this is what I want you to pay attention to, my gorgeous Scorpioni, because through you feeling explorative, you know, you're going to find yourself somewhere like which is really going to surprise you. But then this is so important because it's also going to bring you such an important revelation where you are going to slowly start changing your mind. And this is going to be the beginning. This is going to be something which is going to be really major on a huge, massive, major scale, which is going to last for a really long time. But this is only the beginning. My gorgeous Scorpioni, expect a remarkable revelation in between the 13th and the 31st of January 2021. This revelation is going to help you out so much to reconnect. It's going to help you to see the way out of the situations that no longer serve you. But most importantly, it's going to open the door for you, and it's going to provide you with an opportunity to carry on, you know, with an important continuation in your life. And most certainly, most importantly, when it comes to the future planning, indeed, this is going to be the big moment, and you will see what am I talking about exactly, my gorgeous Scorpioni, when the time comes. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it's for January 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it's for January 2021. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I wish you all the best. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light, my gorgeous Scorpionis. I love you, my gorgeous, beautiful babies. Now, when it comes to the actual numerology, your number is number 1. This is very important, my lord. Look what's happening here. Look what's happening here, Scorpioni. This is going to be really mysterious months. This is going to be significant months, which is just going to bring you the answer that you have been waiting for such a long time. But yes, there is going to be a bit of a challenge, and the challenge is going to be consisting of the fact not to get overexciting about certain opportunity and certain things, because this is the challenging moment in your life, which is also going to be the sign for you that after that moment in time, something really big, something really huge is about to happen, but it's all going to make sense. Number 1 is a powerful number. Oh my God, it's a very strong number. It's a very solid number, solid number, and it's also a number which indicates the fact that you are gonna have the return of like very, very important energy into your life, and that energy hasn't been the part of your life for the last 24 months. So this is going to be quite a remarkable moment in time when it comes to monumental amount of energy that you are going to have. It's about inspiration, it's about the determination, it's about the beginning of an absolutely remarkable moment in time when it comes to an adventurous situation that it's going to come out, that it's going to manifest from you feeling rather, you will want to explore, you will want to do things, and this in itself is going to increase your enthusiasm, and this is very important, which on another hand means that you are going to have a new option And that new option is going to be quite significant and very powerful in the last week of January 2021. So the last week of January 2021 is going to bring you this important option that I'm talking about. And this is the one that you're waiting for. This is the one that I'm talking about. This is the one that is significant. This is the one that's important. And this is the one that most certainly you should go for it. So I'm talking about the opportunity at the end of the month, which is going to bring you a remarkable opportunities, and also there are going to be unlimited possibilities. I really like this because you know you are gonna have this sense of bravery where you're almost going to feel careless, and this is such an important, not careless, but it's such an important feeling, energy and emotion, which makes you even more braver, which makes you even more powerful, which makes your energy even more significant when it comes to your personal projection. It's like when you're not scared, you know, you're kind of careless, but you're not. But this is the particular energy that I'm talking about, because that particular energy is just going to bring that essence, you know, that point that you should go towards, that you should work towards. But at the same time, it's just going to bring a vibrant feeling within you. I really like it because number one also means, my gorgeous Scorpioni, when it comes to you, you know, you are gonna find yourself having a security. Very good and important news when it comes to your personal security. So this is gonna help make you realize, you know, it's about your own accomplishment when it comes to material attainment, but also you're going to find yourself in an advanced stage. In particular, this is going to reflect beautifully on your well-being. So if you had an ailment, you know, in particular, if you felt really drained and really tired, you know, you can expect to start picking up, you know, you can expect this energy to start picking up at this moment in time, this month. On another hand, it's about the abundance, you know, but also very important moment when it comes to the actual someone contacting you and someone getting in touch with you and someone telling you and making you know, making you aware of your own victory. Okay, so this is important when it comes to your own victory, but this is about more like about the difficulties that you had lately that affected your stability. So that particular wish that you had, that you were working towards, it was just, you were just trying to come out of the negative and quite heavy and a quite hard situation that started affecting you in many different ways, my gorgeous Scorpionis. On another hand, you know, as I said, this is about the accomplishment that you are going to have at the right moment, at the right time, when the balance is going to be just perfect. So this is why you're going to feel like you have a control over a situation. And also it's about the actual you wanting to work on a problem, on an obstacle that kind of like was really slowing you down over the last 3 months. What obstacle was slowing you down? But in a sense that it was just making you feel really unhappy. In a sense, it was making you feel really angry. It was making you uncertain. All these negative emotions were like, oh my Lord, like creating such a big like amount of energy around you that was draining you so much, and it was affecting you in many different ways. So this is the problem and obstacle that I'm talking about over the last 3 months. This is remarkable because that obstacle was all to do with a certain distraction. There was some kind of distraction that was connected to it. So by the time you realize what exactly is happening, what exactly is going on, it will all be about a certain justice, and you will like it. This will be important. This will be very reasonable. This will bring you proper balance, harmony, and it's also going to be rather rewarding in many different ways. This in itself is going to show you the way when it comes to your sincere desires, and when it comes to your good intentions, and when it comes to rather well-meaning actions. You know, you need to pay attention to what makes you feel self-satisfied, what's inspiring you, because this is all about your sincere desires. By the time we get to the last part of January 2021, you know, it's your sincere desire. It's going to be rather obvious, and the 31st of January, it's all going to be about your sincere desire. It's all going to be about that, which is at the same time going to create new portal, which is at the same time going to create new path, which is at the same time going to create new beginning, new perspective, new stage. It's going to be remarkable in many different ways, but most certainly you are going to like it. At the moment in time, my gorgeous Scorpioni, when you hear about the actual justice, just make sure you understand that there will be like some kind of advice, you know, that you will also gain at the same time. So this justice, that is going to mean to you so much. As soon as you hear about this justice, you know, you're going to like it, you know, big smile on your face. But then at the same time, just make sure you understand that there's someone not that long after that, there will be a very specific moment that you're going to come across, okay? You will see something, and that in itself, it's going to kind of make you realize some kind of advice. You know, you're going to be able to gain really powerful and significant advice out of that moment in time. So this is going to be something interesting, because it is going to start slowly changing your mind when it comes to your future planning. This is going to create some kind of like an effect that is slowly going to start changing you. But this happens when we spiritually grow, and so by the time we reach this particular stage, you know, we just kind of start feeling slightly differently about the things that we wanted to do and we wanted to achieve, and it doesn't give you the feeling that you initially wanted. So this is the sign that you spiritually evolve. So there is something else that is waiting for you. It's going to be big, it's going to be good, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be very significant, because this is going to really help you to reflect in such a powerful way, and it's also going to bring you all sorts of ideas, and every single idea that you have, it's going to bring you to certain relevant moment of energy and rejuvenation, which is only going to work for you, great for you in many different ways. Very healing months, my gorgeous Scorpionis, indeed. When it comes to your health, I want to say that it's rather important, my gorgeous Scorpioni, to say carry on taking things to actually boost your immune system. Now it's still more important than ever to take organic acerola cherry powder, natural vitamin C in a little glass of water, organic acerola cherry powder, which is without any chemicals or any horrible ingredients, anti-caking agents, blah blah blah, all the nonsense that they put in, this is free of. So it's just organic acerola cherry powder. If you can take in a little glass of water every single morning, alongside natural zinc and natural vitamin D, this is a mind-blowing combination, which is just going to help you to boost your immune system. Indeed. On another hand, what else I want you to take if you feel a little bit tired, which is like, you know I say that this is the month when you're going to start feeling your energy back, but if there are the times and days when you feel your energy being a little bit drained, because I can see that a lot is going to be going on, then I would highly suggest you to get something like a natural iron liquid. Natural iron liquid, it's the actual liquid, it needs to be just iron, nothing else added. And if you feel tired, then take a little bit of organic orange juice or something with vitamin C, because vitamin C works wonderfully with the actual iron, because it helps so much with each absorption. So these two supplements, they work absolutely mind-blowingly together. So this is something that I would suggest you. And on another hand, also, if you have a problem with the stomach, and which I can see that stomach and digestion, I keep on seeing this, make sure that you boost friendly bacteria by taking maybe natural yogurts with like a friendly bacteria, and also make sure that you take like a natural B vitamin complex. The actual folic acid needs to be folate instead of folic acid, and also B12 needs to be made in a natural way, not a chemical ways. So these two things, these two specific B vitamins within B vitamin complex, so folic acid needs to be folate, which is natural version of folic acid, and B12 needs to be also made in a natural version instead of the chemical version. But the B complex I would highly recommend you, because this can help you with a little bit of stress levels, but also at the same time it's fantastic and beneficial for the actual entire digestive system. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor your GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Scorpioni, or not. Now, what else I was going to say, since the month is going to be quite important when it comes to so many different elements of your life, so many different elements of your personal projections, so many different elements of you focusing on things, the challenges that you're going to have. I would highly recommend you to wear as much as you can this gorgeous chakra pendant, and chakra pendant is going to protect you. It's going to really help you out so much with your personal balance. It's going to help you to focus. It's going to help you to communicate. It's going to help you to express yourself. This is because on one hand it protects you from negative energies, but then on another hand it's remarkable when it comes to you gathering the most out of the moments that you will be dealing with, and also because it helps you to express yourself. It's absolutely remarkable indeed. This comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Scorpionis, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now, the very first date that I need you to be careful about would be the 3rd of January. The 3rd of January, you will be presented with a little choice, but I don't like this because it's connected to somebody not really nice. It's connected to somebody rather bitter. It's connected to somebody rather sour, and it's connected to somebody maybe who's like a pretty or quite good looking ish, like maybe like on the outside, but inside they're like worms, I'm sorry, that's how I see it. So make sure that you don't make an unwise choice on the 3rd of January, okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Make sure that you don't make an unwise choice. This is more important than ever, and to say, and for you to understand that there is a better way that will make you happier indeed, okay? And avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives indeed, like how you normally do. But now on the 3rd of January, I really want to specify this, and I really want to highlight this like there is no tomorrow. On another hand, just make sure that you understand that there is nothing that you can't do, my gorgeous Scorpione. Believe in yourself, okay? And never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true, okay? The need for balance is going to be super important on the 3rd of January, and you will know exactly what I mean, okay? Because there is going to be a quiet, this is a great time, this is a great grounding time indeed. This time is great for success, financial security and prosperity, but then on another hand, don't rush into anything, as I've just said. And also a really interesting person is going to start showing in your life at the same time at around the 3rd of January as well. And that person who's going to start showing and manifesting in your life, this time it's going to be really good indeed, because it's going to motivate you, but also there is something remarkable going. That person is going to be holding something remarkable from you later on, and it may not seem like straight away at that moment in time, but you will see what I mean by the end of the month indeed. The second important date, my gorgeous Scorpione, is going to be on the 19th of January, 1-9. Okay, now you're gonna start feeling, my babies, like you're ready for a big step. I want to say, do not fear anything, and you will have all the power and strength, okay? Because you're gonna like kind of doubting something, you're not gonna be really certain. But what I want to say to you, because this what I just said, it's gonna be followed on the 19th of January with a really beautiful new emotional experience, okay? So this beautiful new emotional experience is gonna be connected to you feeling like ready for a big step, okay? And this is also going to awake all sorts of abilities within you when it comes to a spiritual insight. Just remember that there is a great information, news, particular message that you are going to get on this day, and that particular message is going to really bring all sorts of emotions, like really great emotions within you, but most importantly an option, an opportunity, like a really big problem. It's going to go away when it comes to you and when it comes to future planning. So this is also going to open the door when it comes to something new slowly entering your life. It's wonderful because at the same time, the 19th of January, it's quite important to actually meditate and contemplate as much as you possibly can to discover your soul's true desire. Okay, develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom that you receive. This is remarkable, which means on another hand, pay attention to what is the first thing on your mind in the morning. Pay attention to what is every time on your mind, like when it's drifting off, because something is going to be repeating, something is going to be repeating, and something is going to be repeating, and it's going to require from you, my babies, to notice it. Something is going to come to the surface, and now it's time to deal with it. There are two important things that are going to be connected to this situation. Okay, two important things. The third important date, my gorgeous Scorpioni, is going to be on the 30th. My Lord, on the 30th of January. Okay, on the 30th of January is the third important date. I know I said the 31st is important as well, but now I'm talking about the 30th of January, and you need to remember that you're going to feel very deep, from the moment you wake up, it's going to feel like a slightly different dimension, slightly different energy, and this is going to start, like creating lots of different elements around you when it comes to your own vibration. So it's going to have a very interesting energy shift, which is on another hand going to create particular pull as well, which is on another hand going to make you feel very deep, but you will not be able to understand, like, where is this coming from. It's the very similar energy that we have when it comes to the actual new moon. It can be very intense, very intense, very intense. And when this happens to you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, because you're very deep, you're very powerful, you're very spiritual, you're able to stretch your subconscious mind to all sorts of directions, babies, because you're so powerful. So this is why you get yourself like thinking quite a lot and going very deep. And this is what the 30th of January is going to bring you. It's going to bring you the moment when you're going to kind of be maybe focusing a little bit of negative thoughts, but you need to understand the negative thoughts. Now this is a strong day, because if you're thinking about negative thoughts, it's very easy to manifest this into real challenges. Okay, so now you just need to think really optimistically, and at the same time, something, it's going to take your attention away from this, and this is what I want you to pay attention to. So it's a bit of a yin-yang moment that you're going to have. By the time you get to the evening on the 30th of January, you're going to start feeling very decisive, focused, and driven, and you will like this, because that in itself, you will know it's connected to the actual movement and great speed. And what you need to remember is to choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional, my gorgeous Scorpionis. Just remember this is important, and it's very easy to make a little mistake and just follow the slightly like a different path. So that's why it's important to mention this again. It's important to choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional, okay? Because you are going to have a sudden or unexpected change, but then again, all you need to do is just to review your options very, very carefully indeed. On another hand, what I want you to remember also is that you need to follow your heart. You need to follow your intuition. That's all what I want to say. And it's important, and you will know exactly what I mean. What else I would like to suggest you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, of course, is a tiger's eye. It's a perfect little crystal to communicate. It's the perfect crystal to, when you're exploring things, when you're having challenges, when you're having intellectual challenges, when you're uncertain, when you're having contemplations, when you're unable to make decisions, in particular when it comes to your life, when it comes to future planning, when it comes to things that you are doing. This is the great little crystal, not only to protect yourself against negative energy, but it's also a mind-blowing crystal when it comes to the actual prosperity, and when it comes to us being active with things in our lives that we want to change, that we want to make the best for ourselves, and this is why I highly suggest you to also wear like a little tiger's eye crystal. It's something that you will benefit from, because it's going to attract prosperity on a much a higher level. And this comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Scorpionis, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now I just want to say the very first part of January, you know, it's going to bring you like resolution, like, oh my lord, resolution, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Okay, important to say, because that resolution, it's going to the way out of the not the way out of the resolution, but the resolution is going to consist of you realizing that in order to avoid like an unnecessary conflict, you also need to kind of take a challenge on and the challenge that you're going to need to take is going to be connected to the competition. Any competition that you need to be part of, or that you know that you're going to be part of, you should just go for it, because it's going to bring you security and power and a new sense of direction that you need so much in this particular time. You will know, don't worry, exactly what I'm talking about. The second part of January, you know, you're gonna realize that, you know, oh gosh, you know, you maybe had a little bit of like a maybe illusion, you know. You're gonna recognize and realize which part of your life became like a bit of an illusion, and bit of the moment that, you know, it's just coming to an end and you're like trying to do it, trying to kind of like go towards it, but you know what, this life is too short. If it's not serving you anymore, ciao ciao. If it's not like good for you anymore, ciao ciao. If it's not like okay for you anymore, ciao ciao. You know, just say goodbye to it, my baby. Say goodbye to it, say goodbye to it, say goodbye to it. So this is important moment, because something is really just really dragging now, because it came to an end when it comes to your karma, when it comes to your spiritual journey. So now it's just really important to come to terms with it. So this is exactly what you're going to do. So you're going to recognize the part of your life that came to an end, and it's brilliant. Almost immediately you are going to be connected to an option which is going to be rather adventurous and daring for you, and that in itself is going to consist of abandoning this, cutting this out of your life, and making an important adjustment, which is also going to be connected ultimately to making a certain journey as well. The last part of January, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you know, it is just basically you're just going to feel great, you're going to feel amazing, and you're going to feel really strong fear. Where you had a fear of the unknown before, this is going to have a strong elements of that, the end of January. Where you had the fear of the unknown, now you're going to be like thinking, oh my God, only like a month ago I wouldn't even dare to do this, I wouldn't even dare to step into this situation, into this dimension, into this onto this path, you know. So it's going to be such a powerful moment, because you're going to realize your own strength, you're going to realize your own power, you're going to realize your own self-esteem, and you're going to like it, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You're going to like it, because that is going to create a rather nice spiritual flip-flop moment, and it's going to lead towards the future planning. The last part of January is going to bring a moment, my baby, when it comes to the future planning, and it's going to consist of you making a big change when it comes to you doing things that satisfy you, when it comes to your home, when it comes to your immediate environment, when it comes to people in your life, when it comes to people who means to you a lot. They're all going to be part of it, and it's brilliant, because before you were powerless, and now you will realize, my babies, it's all about you. The power is within you, the strength is within you. Do not feel powerless, because this is going to help you realize that it's all about you, and this is going to bring you such a big moment of liberation. The last part of January, it's also going to bring a huge moment of liberation, and you will like it, because there is something that is going to happen that you've been literally praying for. Okay, so avoid the illusion of being entrapped. It's so important for you to understand that, to avoid illusion of being trapped. Please, I'm not saying that you're all having illusion of being trapped. No, baby, no. But you will know when you get to this stage, when you get to this part of your life, when you get to this page of your life, when you get to this dimension of your life, you will know what I was talking about, okay? And it's so important. So just remember the illusion. Do not have illusion of being in a trap. And also you need to accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Okay. Also, on another hand, very important to say is just pay attention to the last part of January. It's also going to show your body is going to let you know what you need to pay attention to, like some kind of maybe like addiction, whatever this is. You need to kind of pay attention to it, you know, throughout the January, but in particular the last part of January, it's going to show you, your body is going to tell you that it's time to kind of pay attention to the certain addiction. It could be absolutely anything. It could be cigarettes, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, you know, like God forbid, and you know, like, and things like that. So whatever you could be doing that you shouldn't be doing, maybe you should just kind of like start working on it so you can make yourself feeling so much better. And also within you there will be the greatest power when it comes to your healing and rejuvenation. So this is the great time, my gorgeous Scorpioni, to use it wisely. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, my babies, and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you in relationship. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpionis, with those of you in relationship, you know, I think that a 10 of coins, sorry, it's a fantastic month for those of you in relationship, and there is going to be really great achievement. There is going to be the great accomplishment that you're both going to benefit from. I think that you're going to feel proud of yourself. Your partner is going to feel proud of themselves. There is going to be the big change that is going to take place when it comes to your home. Okay, and I like it because it's something that you both wanted, you know, the certain change that you both needed, the certain change that you're both gonna benefit from. I really like it. But on another hand, what else I was going to say to you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, for those of you in relationships, it's just you need to pay attention to like what your partner is doing, like not like oh god what they're doing, but it's like somebody's going to try to trick them into something. I see a devilish little bastardo, devilish little person around your partner. So if your partner is trying to have negotiations with someone, if your partner is trying to kind of have important things going and they're uncertain about this particular person, I will just avoid as much as I can, you know. Just say to your partner, if they feel off with someone when it comes to like some kind of negotiation, some kind of deals and some kind of business meetings or something big, you know, I would avoid it this month. Maybe you should do it, but not your partner, okay? Because I can see some kind of like a maybe dishonesty or deception. So if your partner hasn't got like any other choice, but they have to start something, that's absolutely fine. But if their gut is telling them, if their intuition is telling them to move on and not to rush into anything, that's the most certainly my advice to actually do. And this is the way you protect yourself from this type of people, sadly. Okay, and also little tiger's eye would be fantastic, you know. If they can't avoid this person, they need to start something, you know, like that, and it's like there's nothing they can do, then they can at least kind of like protect themselves with the tiger's eye. But otherwise my advice would be like to avoid anything like this month really, and just try to do it in February. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you that are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Look at this. I think that the reason, you know, at the moment in time when you're going to have quite a specific moment when you will want to kind of like celebrate something, a certain success, and this is most certainly going to be connected to the actual some quite important relationships in your life. And I'm talking about important people, like important friends or family members, you know. There will be some kind of like a strong reconnection going on. At the time when the strong reconnection goes on, there is someone very specific who is about to start walking into your life, you know. There is a choice that you are going to have, my gorgeous Scorpione, and I really like this person. There is something quite different about them. There is something not exactly how you would normally imagine someone like to enter your life. Oh, I love them. Oh my God, they're so gorgeous. No, baby, no. Something is going to be a little bit different. This will be very like a very smart person. I'm not saying that you don't normally go for smart people, but I'm saying that this person is going to be somebody very smart, very responsible, very professional in many different ways, but also something about that person is going to be a little bit different. And you're going to come across this person and you're going to feel they will do something and you're going to be like, oh, hello, my darling, ooh la la. You're going to be like that and you're going to like it indeed. And then the little feelings and butterflies are going to start flying within you and you will know something is going on, my baby. So I'm just saying that someone is slowly going to start walking in your life, my gorgeous Scorpioni, this month. And these are only going to be the beginning stages and how you're going to see and view that person as, oh, that's an interesting choice. You're going to see that person as someone very, very reliable indeed in many different ways. And it's not going to be long until that particular person walks into your life. And once they do, you will see exactly what I meant. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, I love you all so, so, so much. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. And once again, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy everything, everything, everything. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Scorpioni. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.